So I'll do that now.
Who's on channel 18? Is that Stone?
You got Stone tonight. We're good to go.
Good to go. Thank you. Before I open the hearing for the Barnstable Conservation Commission, I would like to ask George to do a roll call for the quorum purpose.
Abadili,
Present.
Foster, Gilmore present, Hearn,
Present.
Lee,
Present.
Samfu,
Present.
Tangney is absent tonight. Administrator Darcy Carley
Present.
and staff member Kim Kavanaugh.
Present.
We have a quorum, Mr. Chairman, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Acting under the provisions of Mass General Law, Chapter 131, Section 40, and or Chapter 237 of the Code of Town of Barnstable, the Barnstable Conservation Commission will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, December the 12th, 2023 at 6:30 p.m. for the applications of Bayside Property Holdings, LLC, Richard Venturi. The hearing is being recorded and broadcasted on the Towns of Barnstable's Government Access Channel. The plans and application are on file and may be reviewed by scheduling appointments by sending email requests to Darcy Curley at 230 South Street, Hyannis. This meeting is being recorded and broadcasted on the Town of Barnstable's Government Access Channel. In accordance with the Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 20, please let the chair know if anyone is recording this meeting. Hearing none, this evening's hearing agenda is posted on the town's website. On the agenda, next each application is the amount owed to the Town of Barnstable for the cost of advertisement. Please send your checks to the Conservation Division at 230 South Street before the hearing. Remote participations. The Conservation Commission public hearing will be held by remote participation as a result of an act extending certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency, signed by the governor on March 29, 2023, suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law. Remote public access to this hearing shall be provided in the following manner. 1. The hearing will be televised via Xfinity Channel 8 or High Definitions Channel 1072. It may also be accessed via Town of Barnstable's Government Access Channel. 2. The real-time public comment can be addressed to the Conservation Commission utilizing the Zoom link 870-6962-6920 or use the toll-free phone number 888-475-4499 as shown on the agenda. 3rd, the public can also email the comments to darcy.curley@town.barnstable.ma.us at least 8 hours prior to the hearing. Tonight we have one RDA, Bayside Property Holdings, LLC, proposed sewage disposal systems upgrade at 148 Windsweet Way, Austinville, as shown on the Census Map 052, Parcel 003. Sean?
Yes, good evening. For the record, Sean Riley, Coastal Engineering, representing the applicant. As Tom mentioned, we are here for a request for determination of applicability for an upgrade to a failed sewage disposal system on site. The resource areas on this property are Coastal Beach, Coastal Bank, and we have a V zone that is at the approximate location of the top of Coastal Bank. We have both a Town of Barnstable defined and a DEP defined Coastal Bank, which is shown here in blue. If everybody can see my screen. And then we have the 50-foot and the 100-foot buffers. The existing system is in this location here within the 50-foot buffer. So that system will be pumped and abandoned in accordance with Title V. We're proposing a new septic tank and a pump chamber between the 50 and the 100-foot buffer with a new soil absorption system at about 127 feet from the resource area. So we're pumping it up the hill into the driveway. There really isn't any vegetation other than lawn and the gravel driveway that would be removed to put this system in this location. It should only take a few days to do the work and return it back to its pre-construction state. We've got a limit of work and siltation barrier that's shown here in orange. that we'll be installing before the work starts. And with that, I'll open it up to any questions you may have.
Thank you, Sean. Any question from the commissioner?
One,
John?
just a quick question, Sean, where you're abandoning the old tank, are you gonna do some planting of grass back there? It looks like the grassy area.
Yes. Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
it'll be brought back to, if there's plants there, we'll replant the plants of whatever's removed or plant it in that area. Really, it's
Awesome.
just the septic tank that needs to be crushed and left in place. They just cut the bottom out of it or knock the bottom of it and then fill it. So
Oh,
it's
I
only
just-
a 5 by
I
10
thought-
area.
I thought like you just had to fill it with sand, no? You gotta crush the whole
You
tank?
actually got to break the bottom out of it.
Oh,
You have
Yeah.
to break, you have to break the bottom so that it's not holding liquids, and then you
Yeah.
can fill it with clean sand.
oh, okay, I didn't know that, Tom. All right, thanks, Sean, sounds great.
Yep.
George?
Yes, thanks, Tom. And as always, it's not a requirement, just a request. Maybe you could talk to the owners and maybe they could consider an IA system.
Understood.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any more comments? Chandler Wick, any public comment on this?
Seeing none.
Could I have a motion to approve this project as a negative determination?
So moved.
Second,
Roll call.
Abadili,
aye.
Foster,
Aye.
Gilmore, aye. Hearn,
Aye.
Lee,
Aye.
Sampu.
Aye.
That's unanimous.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you. Have a great night.
We have also one NOI. Richard Ventura proposed a garage addition at 64 Commerce Road, Barnstable, as shown on Assessors Map 301, parcel 051. Matt?
Yes, good evening. For the record, Matthew Eddy, professional engineer with Baxter Engineering and Surveying, representing Richard and Kathy Ventura, the applicant and owners of the project. If I could, can I share my screen?
Yes, please.
So what I'm showing here is the proposed plan before you tonight for this notice of intent. Just real quick, I'll walk through the existing site and then what's being proposed. Address again, 64 Commerce Road. The lot fronts on Commerce Road and Second Way, so it's a corner lot. The resource areas are across Commerce Road from the subject parcel. Commerce Road, as I'm sure you're familiar with, follows along the salt marsh adjacent to Marathon Creek in Barnstable Village. Sorry, was somebody just talking to me? Oh, okay, sorry, that somebody was asking me something. The top of the bank along the salt marsh defines the town coastal bank right along here. From that, we have the 50-foot buffer and the 100-foot buffer to the coastal bank. You can see the existing house, which is here, falls between the 50 and 100-foot buffers. There is also a riverfront area, 200-foot riverfront area. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. The riverfront area, this is the outer edge of the 200 feet right here. So you can see it barely clips the lot frontage along Commerce. There's no work obviously proposed in that riverfront area other than the mitigation, which I'll touch on. The resources, again, coastal bank, riverfront, which I just touched on, and then the entire lot is in land subject to coastal storm flowage. Existing single family home, 4-bedroom house. This lot is on public sewer, so there's no SEP associated with this. There are 2 existing driveways that are on the lot. There's an existing driveway here off of 2nd Ave, which is just about entirely out of the 100-foot buffer. And then there's a second driveway down here, which serves onto Commerce Road. A small portion of it is in the 0 to 50-foot buffer, and then the majority of it is in the 50 to 100-foot buffer. What's being proposed, again, I believe this is fairly straightforward. It's a 2-car garage addition to the existing house. The Venturas plan to retire here in the near future and want to have a garage where they can have their vehicles, inside during the inclement weather that we have sometimes in the winter, and then also that it will provide them some additional storage that they need. There are no grade changes proposed with this addition. Again, the lot is relatively flat. Both of these driveways, this one here and then this existing driveway here, are proposed to be removed. And then there's a proposed paved driveway here on Second Ave that will serve the new garage addition. With that, with the addition and the removal of the driveways and the addition of the new driveway here, it's a net increase in hardscape of approximately 398 square feet. Providing mitigation at the 3-to-1 ratio required, we need 1,146 square feet of mitigation. We're proposing mitigation here along the frontage. This is the lot line here. So along the frontage on Commerce Road, this is the area that's closest to the resource area. That's 1,147 square feet of vegetated area. So the lawn will be removed and then planted with the noted shrubs, which are identified on the plant schedule. So this also, removal of this driveway area here. With this mitigation, it's actually filling in, if you will, the small amount of 50-foot buffer that's lawn, and then also the additional outer edge of that, the 200-foot riverfront area will be vegetated as part of that mitigation. We believe this meets the performance standards as required. And with that, I'll turn it back to the commission, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. Thank you.
Hey, Matt, if I open for the commissioner for make any comments, have you seen the DEP number for this application?
You know what? I have not, now that you mentioned that. Like, we have not received an email on that yet.
Kim, can you confirm that we don't have that DEP number?
Last time I checked, we did not have it. That was at 4 o'clock this afternoon. I checked the DEP website and it had not been issued.
Thank you, Matt. So if we approve this one, we still need a continuance for waiting for the DEP number, so that process wise.
Yep, understood. Yep, thank you.
Question from the commissioner. None?
Excuse me, Tom?
Bobby?
Yeah, Matt, I forgot to mention, because I know you had to run off to an appointment, but the demarcation for the mitigation area on the first email that I sent you.
Okay, yeah.
Could you revise the plan? I can look at that over. That doesn't have to come back to the whole commission again. But thank you for the planting plan today.
Yep. Thank you for working with me on that. Yes, we will add just.
This is the revised
we can
plan
add that,
submitted this afternoon, so it's dated December the 12th.
Correct. Well, we added the planting schedule per my discussion with Darcy. Yes.
Correct.
And we can add the necessary demarcation per the standard requirements of the commission. Whether it be a post or stone, et cetera, and we'll note that on the plan.
Okay. And then the only other thing that I mentioned is the concern with the swamp azalea being drier up there. So if you want to take a chance at that, then I would recommend monitoring reports for the 3 years, because I'm not really sure how well it will do. Like, kind of likes to get their feet wet usually. So.
Yeah, I can look at changing that one plant type, and when I submit the plan back to you with the demarcation, I can have an alternate shrub type.
Okay.
If
All right.
that's
If the
acceptable.
commission's good with that, I'm good with that.
Okay. Any question from the commissioner?
Just that I'm good with it, Tom, with the changes.
Yep. Channel 18, any public comment on this?
Seeing none.
None. Matt, our next continuance, I would suggest is December the 19th. Is that okay with you?
Yep, that's great. Hopefully DEP will get us the number by then. I'm assuming we wouldn't need to attend that hearing. It's just a
No,
paperwork aspect.
correct. Could I have a motion to
Thank
approve
you.
the project subject to receipt of a revised plan showing the demarcations? And we need a continuance to December the 19th, waiting for the issuance of the DEP number.
So moved.
Oh, and one other thing, Matt and I are gonna discuss,
The planting one.
maybe swapping the swamp azalea out to something.
Right.
Yes.
So moved.
Roll call. Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Sampu,
Aye.
Lee,
Aye.
Hearn,
Aye.
Abadili,
Aye.
Foster,
Aye.
Gilmore, aye. That is unanimous.
Good luck
Thank
in your
you. Good luck.
retirement, folks.
Thank you very much, all. Have a good evening.
Yep. We have one revised plan from December the 5th. David and Jen Singer, SE3-5980, 68 Little River Road, Contuit. John.
Good evening, John O'Day from Sullivan Engineering Consulting, representing the Singers. We really appreciate you putting this back on the agenda so quickly. We were before you last week with this revision, which was kind of significantly less work than the commission had originally approved. But some of you had wanted to go revisit the site and think about mitigation in the lawn versus mitigation in the bank. And so hopefully you've had the opportunity to do that. Ourselves and the applicants are, more than amenable to working up, what we think is the best mitigation area. On the one hand, on the other hand, I don't think that the original scope of being required as mitigation for a project that's 1/10 the size is necessarily the correct way to go. Although, as we did mention last time, if time and money allow, they certainly want to have the opportunity to continue to work with the staff in Wilkinson on expanding on those areas as they can. And so with that, I would just be happy to hear what the commissioners' thoughts were if they had a chance to visit.
Thank you, John. John.
Yeah, I think I was the one, John, that raised that issue of the bank versus the grass, having walked it today. And I want to thank Louise for raising that issue, Louise, last meeting, but I would agree that the mitigation of the grass removal in this particular site is clearly the way I would go. So thanks, Louise, for raising that issue last meeting.
Thank you, John. I would agree with that too, because basically is that the mitigation would provide some filtering of the runoff and to remove some of the nutrient in there. It's much better than the location on the slope. Bill.
Yeah, to cut to the chase, I agree with you and John. I think the lawn is where you should do the mitigation. I was there yesterday and with the owner, and it was explained to me that the bank was some kind of reinforced stone bank. It had a whole bunch of leaves on it. It seemed supposedly quite stable. I mean,
so there is a revetment down at the toe of it. I think we mentioned that last time.
The lawn, just repeat what John said, the lawn area should have some kind of mitigation to the extent that it certainly is. That
we all agree.
Put it there.
Yeah. Obviously, to the extent that the owners wish to do more, God bless them for doing it.
That's what we want, the ability. So I'm glad that I think we're all in agreement, and again, we appreciate you being able to do this.
So one thing I was thinking about discussing that with Darcy, correct me if I'm wrong, Darcy, is we want to have a label on the bank restoration as optional and then to be reviewed, by the staff. Does that sound right?
I know that came up last
that-
time too, and I think that, and we can certainly do that, but I think on this plan that was before you today, we sort of only showed the mitigation for this project, and that the Wilkinson plan which would go over onto the bank would just sort of stand alone as the optional part. But however you want it labeled.
I think you should make a label as reference from the engineering plan to the Wilkinson plan so that it's linked, so that it's all in the same, plans. So,
Can do.
It'll be easier for the certificate.
yeah.
Yes, that's what I was thinking, because Emil will go to the engineering plan first, and
Okay.
thank you.
Could I have a motion to approve the revised plan subject to receipt of another revised plan with the additional labeling, as I mentioned about
Oops. Sorry,
about the-
Tom.
about the bank restoration as optional and to be reviewed by the conservation staff.
So moved.
Second,
Roll call.
Foster,
aye.
Sampu,
Aye.
Lee,
Aye.
Abadili.
Aye.
Hearn,
Aye.
Gilmore, aye, that's unanimous.
Thank you. Good luck, John.
Thank you very much.
We have two easy certificates of compliance. Tina Hastolis, SE3-4963, William Landis, SE3-5840. Could I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Anyone second? Roll call.
Abadili.
Aye.
Foster,
Aye.
Gilmore, aye, Hearn,
Aye.
Lee,
Aye.
Sampu,
Aye.
that's unanimous.
Our next hearing is the 6:30 on December the 19th, which will be the last hearing of the 2023. Could I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Abadili,
Aye.
Foster,
Aye.
Gilmore, aye, Hearn,
Aye.
Lee,
Aye.
Sampu.
Aye.
Before we adjourn, Mr. Chairman, there was an old tradition that if we got through a meeting in less than 30 minutes, the chairman would have to buy everybody drinks somewhere. So I assume you're gonna honor that tradition, including staff, Kim and Darcy.
Why not?
Okay, so we'll wait to hear from the chairman, right, Bill? Tell him,
Yes.
we'll wait to hear
Yes,
from him.
yes, we do that.
Good.
Record. This is the
Yeah.
record. Hey.
He doesn't remember that tradition. It was so long ago, but I'm an old
I
timer.
know.
Thank you for that, John. We are adjourned at 6:52.